Online promotions using discounted CPA models, Groupon, Dealsurfer, LivingSocial. So you have taken the step into the unknown and had a professional website built. What's next? That all depends on your business and what you're trying to achieve. If you're short on startup cash or lack the specialist knowledge to start a cost-per-click campaign, one way to go could be to put together an offer for a CPA platform. CPA stands for cost per acquisition, and these include business models like Groupon.com, Dealsurfer.com, and LivingSocial.com. The great thing about CPA is that you only pay for each sale, not for each click or per thousand impressions. For companies just starting out, this is an ideal way of doing business. There are no setup costs, you will get exposure for your brand, and get your logo seen unlike ads on the search network. These companies have invested time into growing large lists of email addresses by offering a discounted deal to run on their website for a specified time period. This could be a day, a week, or even a month. Shorter time periods are often more effective as users have an urgency to buy now. Usually they ask you to discount your product by at least 50%, some even asking for as high 90% or a particular product or range of products. They are usually looking for business-to-consumer and lifestyle products/services. Some of the most common offers involve spa days, shopping trips, bowling, cinemas, meals out, etc. They will usually sell a voucher to your site/location that will expire within a specific time, most commonly around 3 months. They will take the payment for the discounted voucher directly on their site. Most of these types of sites will have a real-time counter, measuring the amount of people who have bought that deal. Asterisk beware, sometimes the number may not meet the actual amount of vouchers that you sell. It's fairly common for these sites to seed their counters with anywhere up to 5 deals sold as soon as the clock strikes 12 and the deal begins. We have actually seen this with our own eyes from the largest discounted CPA site currently out there. Once the coupons are sold, they will send you a list of voucher codes, and again, it's easier if you can import via spreadsheet. These coupons will usually be available for redemption within a few days, so make sure you have all the codes inputted in your system before the deadline. These companies advertise using the very simplest low-cost ways of doing so. They will email out lists of relevant offers to all of their users. This is usually targeted to which geographic area you are living in. They will also let their users know through their Facebook and Twitter groups, and through the website itself. If they stand to make a considerable amount of money through your promotion, high commission, and high discounted value, they will also conduct cost-per-impression advertising on Facebook and even use high-traffic affiliates to communicate their message. What do these companies usually get in return? Well, they will usually ask for between 10% and 50% of the discounted value of the coupon that they are selling, so bear this in mind when working out what you can offer. The percentage that they ask for is usually based on a few things, for example, how long they have been established, because the bigger they are the more they can get away with. Don't forget this rate is negotiable, so don't be afraid to negotiate a good deal. In some cases, these companies will keep the full voucher value when the coupons are not redeemed in the specified time period. How to prepare for a day with Groupon. Groupon and its competitors will usually ask you to a few things to prepare for your big day. It will ask you to prepare a full list of prices for all products/services involved in the promotion. This is because in the past some companies have hiked up their prices before going to market with the offer. Customers have then noticed this, which damages the reputations of all parties involved. Rather than manually search all of your products/services to get their prices, it may be easier to get someone technical to add an export via CSV file functionality to export all your prices to a spreadsheet instantly. Make sure you have increased your stock and staffing to cope with any extra demand. It is hard to say how much of an increase you should make, due to the number of variables involved. Try and look at historical data on Groupon and see if you can find a company similar to yourself and find out what numbers it hit. Don't forget to take into account geographical reach, your offering in comparison to theirs, your product/service range, etc. In our experience, we have seen Groupon increase sales by up to 10-fold, week on week. How low can you go? When building an offer, try and look at your most profitable and highest selling lines. You may also choose to package together a few products/services in a bundle, then offer a discount against the bundle price. For a good offer to work, it should be as open as possible, applicable to as many products/services that you offer, and have a high perceived value of discount. If you go in with a bad offer, you probably won't be able to get back onto that sales platform, as they would rather have someone in that space making them more money. I would recommend going as low as you can, while still making enough money to cover all your costs. Don't let one of their company reps force you into committing to an offer that you are not happy with, and be sure you know your figures. Hosting capacity. Make sure your hosting company is set up to deal with the extra capacity. Some hosting companies charge you for a certain amount of space, and some offer additional space when you need it. If you are expecting large amounts of traffic, make sure you have the latter. Even then, contact them in advance and tell them which day you expect this traffic. The last thing you want are slow loading times on what could be your busiest day of the year. Domain renewal. You may think this has never happened before, but make sure your domain is not due to expire around the time that your deal goes live. We have actually seen this occur when a company that we worked with forgot to renew their domain name and it went down on the same day as a national Groupon deal went live. By the time the owners of the company had woken up, the damage was already done. Thousands of Groupon users had clicked through to the domain only to find nothing there. Needless to say, they didn't purchase and Groupon wouldn't feature their website again. The best way to avoid this happening would be to auto-renew your important domains, that is the ones that bringing in revenue. What are you going to do after your promotion? You have completed your deal and successfully handled with all the new orders you have. What's next? Well, you have sacrificed your profit margin for one of three things: volume, exposure, or data. If you hit volumes and made at least a small profit on each item sold, you should invest your profit back into increasing your range or spend it on marketing that has a good return on investment. If you got some great exposure, then you should also build on it by advertising across the search networks, Google, Bing, and Yahoo. A recent article looking into an online consumer's buying journey showed that in order for a customer to make a purchase, they must have seen the business in question in at least 3 places. The third and probably most important is the data. Are you set up to make full use of this data? These are targeted users that have already bought your product. Better still, they probably know other people that will also be in the market to purchase from you. So, you need to consider what your strategies are in keeping the customer and turning them into a brand advocate. How are you going to do this? Deliver what you promise on. If you say you can deliver within 3 days, make sure you do. Make sure that the products or services that you offer are exactly as stated in their descriptions. Great customer service. Many companies will have invested their time and money into customer services. How can you make your company stick out? The answer is simple. You have to go above and beyond the call of duty. Include something free that they didn't know they were getting, help that customer with their inquiry, offer a discount code towards their next purchase, etc. Customer dialogue. Encourage dialogue between the customer and yourselves, keeping your company at the forefront of their mind when they're ready to make a purchase. The shorter a product's buying cycles is, the more you will need to stay in touch. Some really great ways to keep in communication with your customers are newsletters, blogs, RSS feeds, email campaigns, social networking sites, and direct mail campaigns like personalized birthday messages with voucher codes. If you want to capture the people they know, why not offer them a referral fee or discount when they recommend you to a friend? Having an automated feedback email that gets sent to users once they complete a transaction is a great way to gauge which changes you should make to the site. This also shows a consumer that you care about their opinion, and you can even give incentives for a reply by offering them a discount on future purchases. Sign up with other platforms. If you have run a deal with one of the larger platforms like Groupon, chances are that you will be getting calls from some of their smaller competitors. Groupon may try and convince you that you're exclusive with them, but you can alter an offer slightly and run with another site. It may be for a different value, or another range of products/services. Don't forget that if you decide to run other offers, that you are not doing it too often. This will detract from the attractiveness of the offer. Why not run your own deal of the day? If your promotion has been extremely successful in driving daily traffic to your site, why not follow it up with your own daily deal? You could reserve a section of your site for a daily deal on a particular product or service that you offer. This should ideally be a section that can be updated from the administrative section of the site, so it can be done by yourself instantly. Even better would be enabling your offers to go live from a specified time. This way you can get the entire week or month's deals ready in advance.